Okay, this is a updated video of my collection of Huffer because I actually forgot to put in the McFans Toys version of Huffer in that video. And I also gave away my Cubics Huffer away to a friend, along with a lot of other masterpiece figures. But I wanted to redo this since I did the rest of the mini bots. So let's start off with the very beginning. This is the original Huffer, and can't really see, but see his face? He has a mask, and consistent with the rest of the G1 figures, the character designers for the cartoon, they took liberty to remove the mask and give him a face. So let's see, I'm not sure about, so they did it with Bumblebee, they did it with Huffer, they did it with Brawn, I think. They definitely did it with Windcharger, Gears, and yeah, just something interesting to point out. I guess the character designers don't like masks. They wanted to put faces on them. Okay, moving on. So then there was the C.H.U.G. There was no official release of a C.H.U.G figure in legend size, so thankfully at that time a third-party company, iGear, made this version of Huffer to fill in the spot. It's just unfortunate all of the characters were not made in legend size, but you know, this was still nice. I mean, I don't like the red eyes, and I have to custom paint, you know, the light blue chest and legs to be more closer to the cartoon. I just want to point out, you know, very cool design. I mean, the feet, you know, it's not correct. I mean, they're not cut at an angle, but it should be designed that way if you want to have a good stance. So then moving on, what was there? I think there was the Bad Cube Huff, which I said I gave away to my friend. This was really cool at that time, and it was meeting that masterpiece aesthetic at that time, being more closer to realistic, with little hints of the cartoon design. Yeah, there were some issues with it. Mine seemed okay. But then came after that, of course, the Legends, which was continuing Hasbro's remake of the original characters. And these Legends, I mean, this is just another figure that just does not look good at all. You know, and the only reason why I got it was in anticipation of getting all the characters, regardless of how they looked. But Hasbro didn't even have the courtesy to do that. They just, this is how they bait you, hook you, and then they don't make the rest of them. So that later lines, it can keep you buying more and more. Okay, then, what was there? Continuing with the masterpiece, like I said, I gave away my Cubics Huff, but then Final Victory wanted to do their version of Huffer. And, you know, there's things I liked, things I didn't like, but I didn't get it. And then Cubics, who became Bad Cube, did their version of a Huffer. So a remake, basically. Definitely this is much better than their first take, the C.H.U.G Huff, but you know, this was not cartoon accurate, so they were still implementing some of their own designs, you know, but there are some things that they took from the cartoon, you know, like the triangle box on his shin and the shape of his chest. But when you compare it to Vans Toys, there's no comparison. Vans Toys definitely wins out in terms of being cartoon accurate. I mean, this is the best that you're going to get in masterpiece form of cartoon accuracy. And this is really a nice figure. I mean, even the design, that's really so cool. Look at how they hid the the windows. I mean, that's really a cool design. This is one of their figures that's really, I think, well designed. But yeah, that is now the official masterpiece for Huffer. And then the War for Cybertron. Well, this is their version of Huffer, War for Cybertron. You know, they looks closer to the cartoon, but so many imperfections, like with the rest of their War for Cybertron figures. I mean, they could do that. I mean, personally, I don't like those gray on the feet. It should be all orange. Yeah, and you know, that chest is not quite accurate, if you see. But you know, this is really a cool figure, but the biggest issue is the size. When you put him next to the other War for Cybertron figures, he's too big. He should not be a deluxe size. He should have been a legend size. So thankfully, I was able to get the Mech Fans Toys version. Now look at that. See the chest? This definitely looks more like the cartoon. I mean, even that head looks like the cartoon. Triangle box on his shin. And so yeah, I think this was a really nice figure. And this is what I'm using as my War for Cybertron figures. This legend size. So that's it. No, then the mini masterpiece. This one is by Magic Square, and not like my previous video, I did touch up the legs to be light blue because I'm not sure why Magic Square, you know, purposely, I mean, they know, they purposely did not make it cartoon accurate. I mean, they put the blue paint on his chest. Why couldn't they do that for his waist and legs? They know it too. Who knows? Maybe they're planning to reissue this as an X version, like they did with Trailbreaker and Optimus and Perceptor. But regardless, this is what I have for Magic Square. Who knows if New Age is going to make their version of a mini masterpiece. But this is it. And yeah, this is my collection. I gave away the Bad Cube Huff. Don't need the Final Victory. Oh, I didn't mention, there was also X Transbots. I don't want to get onto it. That was bad. That's why I didn't get it. Plain and simple. So these were all the Huffers that I can recall that came out. And this is what I have. And so this is another video of my mini masterpiece collection.